Hey there, it's Anthony Rios, the Healing Shaman, and I want to share with you about the call to heal and for you to look at that. What does that mean when someone says that, the call to heal? Are you being called to heal? So I know many of you who follow my work, I think you're called to heal, and I think you know you're called to heal, and something about that scares the shit out of you. And I don't know, I mean, I get it, but something about it scares you. And it could be the environment where you live, the people around you, could be your religious upbringing, all of these things that impact that. I know, I get it. And I'm just adjusting this here. So the thing to understand is that when you're called to heal, it is about service. The whole path is about service. It's not about making you feel better or making you feel good, right? But those are side effects of being an effective healer, bringing healing, offering healing, doing healing work, right? It will make you feel better. It'll make you feel good about yourself, but that's not why we do it, right? It is a path of service. And I think that might scare a lot of people. It's because you have this idea of that you have to give up all this stuff. Some things you do have to give up because they're not part of your journey right now. They don't fit. They're not aligned. So some things, yeah, you have to give up. And that's scary for a lot of people. I get it 100%. Believe me, I get it 100%. So you also have to heal yourself first. You have to go inside deep to heal yourself first. And that also scares people. That scares the shit out of a lot of people. One, because depending on how much trauma you've had in your life, how many wounds you carry that have never ever been addressed, and then you get on this path of healing, and which is a path of service, right? But you can't serve anybody when you're still broken. You can't serve from if your cup is empty, right? So the place to start is with yourself. But you have to understand it is a path of service. It's a scary, yeah. It's going to scare a lot of people. It's going to make people uncomfortable. You first, right? But those are all lessons. Everywhere along the healing path is a lesson. Everywhere along the healing path is a lesson. So I want you to understand that a lot of times when people, I'm looking at a note here because I want to make sure I say this. A lot of times people start on their healing path and they have this excitement, this curiosity, there's some joy, elation, because it calls to you, right? This gift is calling to you. And now you're taking action, you're doing something about it. But there's a honeymoon phase, and the honeymoon will soon be over. And you'll see that, at least from where I sit, if you're serious and you're going to answer the call to heal, then it requires some discipline. It requires training. It requires practice. It requires healing yourself first, getting all your crap dealt with. And I'm not saying you're going to get everything all healed and sorted out and all that kumbaya, everything's beautiful in one, in a 6 months or a year. You're not, right? I've been working on stuff for decades. And on my healing path, just in the last 2 years, I've made amazing strides with healing stuff that I didn't even know was there. That's how I think that's something that people need to understand is that there are wounds that are so buried and so well hidden that it's going to take some deep work to reveal them. I did a workshop just yesterday that showed me something that surprised me. I was really surprised by what I saw. I was participating in the workshop about what I saw in that meditation that we did. It really surprised me. And I shouldn't really be surprised because I'm telling you, I just said it. There's always something to be healed. Now, that doesn't mean you want to get stuck in this healer's circle of doing this course and then that course and then another course and that workshop because you think you have to heal 100 things. You might have to heal 100 things, but don't let that stop you from starting your journey. Don't let that stop you from starting to offer healing to other people. You do a couple of things, you heal a couple of things, you know what that is. You know what it's like to heal anger or sadness or grief, right? Then you have that tool. Then you know how to talk to people about that who are going through the same thing. So don't wait. That's the other thing. Don't wait. Okay. Get on with the business of healing. So we are already connected to the divine, you and I. We're already connected. We've always been connected since day one, and you can't break that connection. The outside world cannot break that connection. Society cannot break that connection. You cannot break that connection. As hard as you might try, you cannot. You can ignore it. You can act like it's not there. You can go be distracted with 100 other things, but you cannot break the connection because you are divine. You are connected to source. Some even say that you are source. I get that. Yeah. I can say that I'm source. I'm definitely connected. When I do some healing work and I connect with my spirit helpers and my power animals, there's some magic coming through there. There's some power coming through me. So in the traditional curandero training, we're a vessel. We are a vessel, and it's important to take care of the vessel, keep the vessel clean, nurture the vessel. But that doesn't mean you have to. We're not trying to be Mother Teresa, okay? We're not trying to be some saint, right? Because all the saints had flaws before they became saints, right? And what we're doing is simply listening to the call of spirit and beginning to answer that in the best way that we can. But you want to get guidance, you want to get training, you want to practice, okay? So all of these things are very, very important. So I want to just share this affirmation with you, and you can repeat it to yourself. And it's simply this. So just take a breath in and exhale. I approach my healing gift with humility and with respect. I am willing to grow, to learn, and to be honest about where I still need healing. My intention is genuine service, not recognition, not power, not being needed. I commit to keeping my channel clear. I commit to keeping the vessel clean. It's a beautiful affirmation. So just sit with that, and a couple of questions I'll leave you with that you can think about, you can journal about, because it is, when you answer the call to healing, it's going to bring up everything. It's going to bring up everything that needs to be addressed. And you can't address them all at one time, but you just start wherever you start. Okay. For me, it was integrity, personal integrity. So here's, just work on this one question. Why do I actually want to be a healer? Right? And just write everything down, the good, the bad, the ugly. Just write everything down. Why do I want to be a healer? Right? And you can post some of it in in the comments. But the path of healing is not glamorous. It is not glamorous, my friend, but it is sacred, as are you. The path of healing is sacred, and so are you. The path of healing is a divine calling, and you are being called because you're sacred and you're divine. And all the fear, all the doubt, all the hesitation can be dealt with. Okay. You just have to bring yourself to the table, put your feet on the path and start walking. All right, my friend. Anthony Rios, the healing shaman. On School, it's called the Rainbow Path, traditional healing and shamanic training. On School, the Rainbow Path. If this resonates with you, please subscribe to the channel, like the video and all that good stuff. And thank you very much for listening, and I'll catch you on the next one. All right. Bye now.